What's new, crew? If you're new, my name's Cassandra. Welcome to the Homestead. Today, in real time, it is the second day of fall break. Also opening weekend for hunting season. My husband's gone. It's, what time is it? Almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We just spent the last like 2 hours at the park. We stopped, everybody got a drink on the way home, and now all of my kids are watching a Thanksgiving cartoon. I printed off a couple recipes this morning. I have 2 of them here for, thank you so much.
I found some Oreos that
I know you found the Oreos that I had. You can have them. This morning I printed off 2 recipes. These are both Christmas bar recipes, like cookie style type bars. One is a Christmas M&M cookie bar. Really simple ingredients. I picked this recipe specifically because I have everything for this in my house right now. The only thing that I'm going to have to substitute are mini M&Ms. I did order some, but I already used all of them. When I made cookie dough jars for Christmas gifts, and then the rest of them I let the kids have, and they've been enjoying them, doing their own baking and things, so those are gone. So I do have other M&Ms. I'm just going to substitute those in. And the other one is a Christmas sugar cookie bar with a cream cheese frosting. I'm going to make my own cream cheese frosting recipe that I like. It's a little different than what this one is here. I will link both of these down below for you if you want them. But these are going to be easy desserts that we can make ahead of time and bring with us to the Christmas party, Christmas dinner, Christmas lunch, whatever it is. You guys have requested this exact video for Vlogmas, so that's what we're gonna do today. It's obviously too early for me to enjoy these for the holidays, but I'll be able to use these for 2 different things doing this kind of early. My kids are off all week, so I will make these. My kids will use these as snacks throughout the week. And the second thing is I get to test these before the holidays. That way I can whip these up again if they end up being crowd pleasers. And I like to have stuff like this in my back pocket anyways for lunch boxes, after school snacks. I like, because I have all 5 kids, 4 of them that are eating, obviously. I like to do things that I can do in bulk in a big like 9 by 13 inch pan, or in a sheet tray or something. This recipe, the Christmas sugar cookie recipe, calls for a 9 by 9 baking pan, and the Christmas M&M bars calls for a 9 by 13 inch pan. I'm going to use a 9 by 13 inch glass lasagna pan for one, probably for both of them actually, honestly. And we're going to whip these up, see how they go. So let's go ahead and hop in. I figured these would be perfect because they don't really require anything that I think is super crazy. It's not like you need buttermilk or anything that's super specific. And I think that's gonna go over well for the holidays when budgets are already crazy and we're already worrying about buying all the extra things. I think the most like unusual thing that you might have to purchase for this would either be like your M&Ms or maybe some cream cheese for your cream cheese frosting. Everything else is pretty traditional, so let's go ahead and hop in. I'm going to start with this Christmas M&M cookie bars because I'm gonna have to wash this pan out like 3 times so that I can make my frosting, and I want to make the frosting last. So you know what, maybe now I'm second guessing myself. Should we start with the Christmas sugar cookie bar so that it has time to cool, so that by the time we're making the cream cheese frosting we can put it on? Let's do that. We're gonna actually start with our Christmas sugar cookie bars for that exact reason. So we're gonna do 1 stick of butter, 1 cup sugar, 1 egg, teaspoon of vanilla, 2 cups flour, baking powder, and you can throw in some holiday sprinkles if you want. I'm probably gonna skip the sprinkles inside of the cookie, and I'm just gonna put sprinkles on the top. I don't think you need both personally. That's just a me thing though. So let's get this stuff in the mixer. He didn't, he's watching the movie. Another reason I picked these recipes is because they are both so quick to throw together, just a couple of ingredients. So if we are running late, if we're running a little behind, we all know how that gets during the holidays. This one specifically, this Christmas sugar cookie recipe, so quick, so simple. By the time you're pulling this out of the oven, you'll already have your cream cheese frosting ready. If it's cold enough, pop your cookie bars outside for a couple minutes, stick it in your freezer for a couple minutes, and it should be ready to frost. recipe calls for a 9 by 9. I don't have that. This is an 8.5 by an 8.5 inch pan. I think it's gonna be just fine. And as I'm doing this, I'm only thinking of this because I have a thing of Oreos sitting in front of me. But you could fold whatever you wanted into this. It doesn't have to be sprinkles. You could fold in some Oreos or like some Andes mints or something and make this.
Or M&M's.
Yeah, or M&M's, kind of whatever you want. Make the recipe your own a little bit. You could also fold all of those same things into the frosting too. So there is room to add your own spin onto this, which I think is really fun. Okay, this goes in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. I'm not gonna wash out my mixer or anything because this is just for my immediate household. They're not gonna care, but also it's just a little bit of sugar cookie. Everything that's in that sugar cookie recipe is going into this next M&M cookie recipe anyways, so it doesn't matter that much. Okay, here we go. We're gonna put 1 cup butter and 2 eggs with a little bit of our vanilla in here. And we're gonna get this one mixed up. This one is a little bit bigger than our sugar cookies we just did, 9 by 9 inch pan. This one is a 9 by 13 inch pan. So you could take that into consideration too if you're doing a big, if we're doing a big potluck style thing. You're probably not gonna want a big 9 by 13 inch pan. You might wanna just bring a smaller dessert, which is great too. But if you're the only one bringing in dessert, maybe this big 9 by 13 inch pan would do better for you. So take that into consideration as well. For the, ooh. So this is 1. So I need that, and then I need another half of that in here. There you go.
No.
Okay, we've got all of the basic ingredients in here, and this is where you can get fun too. You want to throw in holiday sprinkles, do that. Peanut butter filled M&Ms. You can stick with the classic red and green M&M. You could throw in peanut butter cups, Oreos, pretzels, really whatever you want. You can throw Kit Kats in here, wafer candies, peppermints, like crushed candy canes. My cream cheese frosting is a lot more simple than what's linked down below. Mine is just 1 block of cream cheese,
1 block of butter,
1 stick of butter, a splash of vanilla, and then I will give that a minute or so to mix in the mixer. And then I'm gonna start adding in powdered sugar until it gets to the consistency, like the texture that I want. A little bit different for everybody, but I like mine to be really smooth, really whipped, and then I just go off of flavor when it comes to the powdered sugar. That's really that, it's really that simple. Options. You could set this frosting in the fridge for a couple minutes if you wanted to. If you're going to a party and you didn't want to frost it until you got there, you could put your frosting in a separate container. Really up to you. Really doesn't matter. You could put this whole thing together, keep it in your fridge, assembled, frosted, all the things, bring it with you to the holiday party. But I don't actually know how long that took. When did we start? I think we started at 2. So to whip up the frosting, both of the desserts are already in the oven. It was 20 minutes. So that's how quickly this went. I'm gonna check our sugar cookies that are already in the oven because we're already 20 some minutes in. These should be getting pretty close. It said to cook it until it was golden brown. I think I'm gonna give those just another minute or so. I really like my sugar cookies to be a little bit more soft, so I don't want to cook it until it's really hard, and the heat's gonna be residual. So after you pull it out of the oven, it's still gonna kind of bake and set up for a couple minutes. So I'm only gonna give that a couple more minutes. The M&M cookies are looking great on the bottom, which is fantastic. So I'm gonna take the next couple minutes to just clean up my kitchen a little bit, give it a reset, and then once those sugar cookies are cooled off enough, we can frost them. Yeah, honey. Oh, yeah, you have dirty hands. You need to go wash them?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the bathroom and go wash your fingers. I have lots of extra frosting after frosting that sugar cookie. So for my recipe, for following my frosting recipe, you would be able to double that recipe and have frosting for a double batch. But because I'm not doing that, what you could do to save for this extra frosting, I'm just going to put it in a container, put it in the fridge. We will use this for frosting like regular sugar cookies, like cutout cookies. This could go in like really whatever you want, honestly. Like there are so many different ways that you can use this, but most of the time we use this for frosting cutout cookies, but you could throw this on top of a brownie. I mean, possibilities are endless. We will use this up. So I'm just gonna put this in a container, put it in the fridge, and this lasts forever in the fridge. You have to think about it basically as long as your cream cheese would last. So if you're curious on that, because I get questions on that sometimes, I would just check the expiration date on your cream cheese, and I would just go off that if you're nervous about it. But this will last a very long time in the fridge. I could put this in here and use this a month from now, and this frosting will still be good.